Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. Today, let me try and get this camera in here. Okay, folks, we're not going to fall on the ground. Nope. Okay. Today is the 20th of February, 2024. There are 29 days in February. The sun is shining. So I thought maybe we got lucky and we have proper lighting. How are you doing today? As you can see, I'm feeling brave. I'm stitching with 2 yarns. Excuse me while I move my chair. It gets stuck and everything. Well, you know. Okay. I think this should work. I have 2 threads threaded. They almost look the same to me, but they're not. So we're working on mason jars with flowers and little birdie. I so want spring already. I think everyone is the same as I am. We're all wishing for spring and good weather. Okay, I have my camera at a different angle because I had absolutely no idea how I was going, and I can't find a hole, no idea how I was going to film this. It is a beautiful big canvas, 50 by 40, I think. I don't know. It's underneath under all these clips and whatchamacallit here. I put something over here on the side, a little ribbon or what have you, because I was having trouble with this. At the very beginning, my voice was fine until I started filming. At the very beginning of this new canvas. I think I have 4 whips at the moment. I am right-handed, so don't ask me how come this method came along. Okay, let's see how fast I can get confused with the 2 threads. Yeah, well, the light is shining, except not where I want it. Oh, Lord. Could you? No, couldn't. I had a brilliant idea. Maybe it wasn't so brilliant after all. This floss seems a little bit thinner. But it does feel almost silky. I don't think these are silky threads. I have no idea because nothing came with it. Now, I had to do a whole bunch of frogging today because I put the wrong color. Over here, wrong color. So I had to take all of that out. I got floss drops. So I took the floss off of that paper, floss drops or whatever they call it. And here they are. Perfect. The yarn feels nice and soft. Okay, that's a difference. This is what I mean. Let's see how fast I can get confused. I tried speaking English. I tried the parking method. I got confused. Now this looks a heck of a lot better than my first attempt. More than likely, I'm going to be ripping that out. I wax the floss already. The end is giving me grief. I wax the floss, and like I told you, I put it in a frame that I had on the side. Not a very usable frame. Yep, I know, I need more frames. I was so happy I found the floss drops, whatever they're called, thread wraps, whatever. Sometimes they're in stock. I got the square ones, and they're fine because I could put the label on them. This one I just used the alcoholic marker, and I wrote, because there's no DMC code with it, except on the canvas itself. Instructions are 0. So I just put, 1 through 24. Okay, now I need to fill in with this thread. It does say 11 count. Still feels like 14 count. Maybe I should have started over there in the end. Well, I'm going to come back that way and then get those over there. Yeah, a few hours of work had to be ripped out. Like I said, the ledger on the so-called pattern, because you need a microscope to be able to use that pattern, doesn't match what's over here on the markings over here on the canvas itself. Don't mind me, I'm getting all confused. It depends on what language I was speaking most of the day. And so far today, I've been screaming and yelling in Hungarian. Didn't get me any results, but I was screaming and yelling anyway. My temper got the best of me. I mean, seriously, people are paid sitting in offices to work. Do you think that they would want to get some work done? No. So now the sun is going to go away. just because I was under the impression that I will have good lighting. Now, can you imagine? I'm right-handed, and somehow this method of two-handed sewing came naturally. I wonder if originally I was left-handed. You think so? I learned a new way to start the thread, which is very useful for confetti. The floss is nice and shiny. I wonder if there were instructions if it would say silky thread. I haven't done any silky thread yet, so I couldn't tell you what that is. As you know, I'm rather new to this, and of course I fell in love with it. I learned to put a piece of cloth or ribbon or something. This is just a piece of leftover something from somewhere, I don't know where. Because I sort of took this from Q-snaps, and I had to use two little ones because in the middle there's one part of this frame that's supposed to go into another part of the frame, and they kept on falling apart. And right now, this is the largest frame that I have. So I think I will have to expand on my collection of frames. Now this looks a heck of a lot better than what it did yesterday. So I have calmed down even after the frogging. It is rather confusing when you try to look at the pattern and you see what number you're supposed to stitch with. Okay, over here I can see the number right here. But on this one, there's two colors of purple. One darker and one lighter. And this one is for the lighter one, which is number 11. And I put number 15 in here. So they all have to be ripped off. Like I said, the needle and the floss is going through the canvas beautifully. So I parked the thread over there. That's for the red color. Okay. Perhaps with two threads, I will not get so confused as with 5 or 6 of them. Well, you know me. I'm the dummy that gets, lost in their backyard. I have not done the gridding on the Aida that I got. Like I told you, I ordered a gridded Aida. Had to order it from UK and had to pay customs. So now I know. Also, if I order from Etsy, it's very expensive. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty well set up for cross stitching. Remember, I started with nothing, and I started with a counted bookmark on a perforated metal oval. I don't think that was such a good idea, because I got so discouraged that I almost gave up on it altogether. And then I got my hands on as many YouTube videos as I could to learn how to do counted cross stitch. There were videos how to grade your Aida or your cloth or whatever. You're going to your fabric, whatever you're going to use. My counted one is a 14 count. I did a couple of 14 count small projects already. And that's what I'm saying. This feels like a 14 count rather than 11 count. But they said 11 count, so we're going to stick with what they claim. And now that the sun is going away, I'm getting a shadow right on top of my canvas. I don't have as much problem with the yarn either. It feels nice and soft and silky, rather thin. But this is really a joy to sew. There's no struggle. It goes through nice and easy, so does the needle. The fabric is stiff. Not stiffer or anything else than the other ones. I would say normal. Getting to the point where I would say, yep, like I know what I'm talking about, right? But I'm willing to learn. These same dots are on the fantasy teacup also. I wonder what color, I wonder if it's the same color. The dots, I think they're covered. I don't see them. Okay, I'm in total darkness now. Okay, yeah, this will work. I felt brave. I ordered some tops from, we call it Tamu, I think you call it Timu. And they all fit and they look pretty good. I don't know how they're gonna look after. I wash every new clothes before I wear it. I did have to remember that I lost a few kilograms to go down a couple of sizes. Not complaining. Okay, what's in this hole? Oh my goodness. It was a shy hole. It covered itself. Okay, so this blue is this color. Okay, I got it. Okay, I fixed it. Isn't this weird how this method came naturally? I tried sewing in hand. Now on the 14 count, the monochrome, I think that's how you call it. It's all red color. It reminds me something of the Hungarian embroidery. I promised you a video of that also, and I will make it. I have been, you would not believe how busy I've been. I have been so busy that I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. I thought I could straighten out the thread by dangling it, but curled up again. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to come down there because, extremely intelligent me started somewhere, wherever. I was like, let's just get this needle in there with the thread and then thread another needle to confuse yourself and see how fast you can have a nervous breakdown. But actually, very enjoyable, very relaxing. It could look a lot better. When I look at Natalie's channel, Lovecraft Forever, she does the stitches so beautifully. And I'm like, oh, one of these days, 10 years from now, with enough practice, my stitches will look halfway normal. Okay, nope, I don't have a knot. All of a sudden, my yarn came shorter. It's a nice khaki color. So we will see how this big hype over here around Temu. Okay, what I got as far as storages and things like that, it's fine. But I was rather iffy about the clothes. Once I ordered from another, we will not name, same part of the world, and the quality of the clothing was, well, shall we say wear once and throw away? So I'm going to see how these react to gentle washing. Definitely must be washed before I wear it. Okay, I don't have to go there, so I have to come up there. Okay. Now that I turned down all the lights, the sun is going to come out. So this is a mason jar that we're stitching, and it's got a birdie on top of it, and a flower, and I don't know what's underneath there. Took me half an hour to put this in the frame, so I'm not going to take it out just to look at. I did put a thumbnail up yesterday. I got it off the website because on here, nothing. I think it is adorable. Easy, relaxing stitching. I do wish it would look a lot better. Well, if I can't find that hole, then I'll get the other hole. It's a chilly day, but sunny. I wanted something. This sort of reminds me of getting ready for spring. Okay, now there's a hole there, but, well, the printing could be. Well, let's get the hole that's available. What can I tell you? So I got, let me see, 4 or 5 cross stitch kitted up. So actually I can sew now whatever I'm in the mood for. I broke all my needles for the, can you believe this? I broke the needles for my beaded cross stitch. I had 2 needles with it and they both broke. So you can imagine what I struggled with it. Probably would be laughing. But I don't give up. I know there's a hole there somewhere. I found it. So these nice color blocks. Just between you and me, I could use a little rest from all the confetti. And I wanted to do colors. I needed from all the gray. No snow, nothing, just cold and a couple of gray days. I think we had 5 minutes of snow. You know, whenever I get to these stamped numbers, it seems harder for me to stitch there. Keep on reminding everyone I'm a newbie. Whoops. Whoops. And that's a big whoops. Got it. Like I said, it feels very silky. And if I do get bumps or whatever, it's very easy to untangle it. Now I'm going to have to order. I was looking at fan cells with some with the silky threads. I don't have one of those yet, so I definitely is on my shopping list. So I'm contemplating, whether I should get clothes from Temu or not. At least give it a try. Well, I don't worry if something doesn't fit properly because, we have a lot of refugees and what clothes don't fit. And the clothes that that are too big on me, I put it in a collection. It's a big thing on the corner where they collect items for the refugees. Some of them come with suitcases, some of them come with the clothes on their back, and that's it. That's how I was when my parents left this country the first time. Just the clothes that was on my back. Well, I don't remember because I was little. But that's the most we can do for them. We cannot stop what's going on. I know what it feels like to be a refugee. A real refugee. We will not discuss the other problem. My parents told me that when they were crossing the border, they were hearing gunshots, and to this day, I'm afraid of dogs, especially German Shepherds, because the army had them and they sent them after us, they were trying to flee across the border. And I don't remember any of it, But somewhere in the back of my mind, it must have stuck in there because I would say I almost get a panic attack if I see a German Shepherd. I don't care how, the owner tells me, oh, it's such a sweetheart and they're tame. Our military uses them also, and of course they have it, with all the armed services. And they are well trained, and when they are not working, they do have, I don't know what you call it, a muzzler, the thing over their mouth. But just the sight of them is enough to give me the very weird feeling, which I really don't understand since I don't remember, I was too little. Why would I have such feelings? Beats me. Okay. I guess I'm going to do that and then cut the yarn and then come here. I think it might be too far away to jump this far. What do you think? I'm trying to figure out, I think I can go the other way. If I'm going to use this thread, this might cover I don't know. Yeah, I know, left hand, right hand, whatever comes in handy. We're not particular. Actually, sometimes my shoulder does hurt so bad that I have to give it a rest. And then I'm going to come up here and then go down and then come up again. I think that would be the best solution without jumping too far. Okay, then I'm going to park this one. Come here. Park that one and then work on these in between. Okay, this way I'm going. You think that's too far away? I don't know how generous this company is with the yarn. I thought of ordering the, what is that, 447 DMC yarn. So I will always have some in reserve. It's too expensive to order, yarn one skein at a time because of the shipping cost. Supposedly I'm in the middle of Europe. I thought I was in Eastern Europe, but no, I'm in the middle of Europe. And I'm like, forget about ordering from overseas. The shipping is just so expensive right now that I have to think, quite a few times if I'm willing to invest. And if I am going to order something, I wait until, save up money and order a big amount. So I will only have to pay shipping once. I found that's one solution for this extremely high shipping costs. Now, I don't know if they managed to get the products over here from China. Why is it so difficult to ship a couple of countries away? Well, of course, the other solution is to order the other European Union countries. But the availability of what I'm looking for is limited, so this is why I always order overseas. I did find a Hungarian store, for floss and needles and frame. I love that wood frame. Like I said, all my frames at the moment are all occupied. Seriously, I wonder if this is silky thread. They are nice and shiny and soft, but thin. I could almost go for 4 strands rather than 3, but then I think it would be so bulky. I did not try. I think I read on YouTube someone did 11 count with 2 strands. I think for that you would need quality floss. Definitely would not work with this thin floss, but it does look better than this mess. So I'm enjoying it a lot. And I saw some gorgeous colors when I was putting the floss over on floss drops. I'm sure there must be a purpose for that paper floss drops, but they do rip. And since there are no instructions, I would think it would be very easy for me to get confused with, which color I'm supposed to put where. So I guess I'm going to come up on the blue and then go this way after that. This way I will not be pulling thread without sewing. And if I run out, I will order more. So we're not going to have a hissy fit about that. I'm happy. I'm really enjoying it. It's very easy sewing. The needle just slips right through. So does the floss. I wish it would look better. Hopefully it looks better on the camera. I am not using a magnifying glass, just my normal reading glasses. So this is a mason jar. I don't know. There's supposed to be something inside it. Yeah, there's a dark purple that I confused with this color purple. But anyway, I got this beautiful jeweled seam ripper. So I had the opportunity to use my beautiful seam ripper for the first time. Yes, I know you're laughing. That's how blind I am. So I think I should have no problem doing the 14 count because it's not big or smaller than this. Now the one that's all red color, one color, I think you call it monochrome. Please put it in the comment section. I have no problem sewing in hand, and it looks good. Now what I did with this one sewing in hand, pitiful. Okay, so what I might do is just go cross country with this yarn until I use it up, and then rethread another needle with this color. I think that would be the best solution. This way I can use up what I have threaded right now. Okay, then we're going to park this color and fill in with the other color. Come here, kitty. Cute little thing. Love the needle minders. I can go crazy buying needle minders. And I'm sure I am not the only one. Because I have seen absolutely scrumptious needle minders. Well, my little girl with the bonnet has a little girl needle minder on it with the long blonde hair, So for this one, I think I would need a bird or a mason jar or a flower needle minder, right? To stay with the theme of the cross stitch. It's fun. No, I don't need it, but I want it. Collecting cute things, I think it's part of doing crafts. I did it with the diamond painting. It's just a lot of fun. And I can imagine when I'm doing the count that I'm going to have parked threads and tranquilizers and magnifying glass, and I'm going to do that when I'm home alone, when I don't have distractions. But I think actually I'm more scared of it than what it really seems. Now, doesn't this look like 14 count to you? Now, these look good. This is bothering me. I know I can hear you yelling, rip it out. But it's a good reminder for me over here on what not to do. So I think I'm going to thread a needle with this green, which is, no it isn't. It's not a, okay, there's a light, yeah. Okay, I have to be careful because there's a lighter one and it is darker one. Good thing I took a look at that. Otherwise, I'll be spending my time frogging. I can't say that I enjoyed it, but I wasn't going to leave. You know, if it was 1 or 2 stitches, I would have said, but it was quite a good size. It's almost the same color actually, except a little lighter, what I took out. But it was not the correct one, so might as well take care of the mistake and then give it another go. No problem. Really, I'm suspicious of this thread. If it would be thicker a little bit, I'd be absolutely thrilled. Well, tragedy, I have nothing to complain about. This is a lot of fun. I think you call it comfort stitching. Looks good. That is shiny. I had a lot of problems over here with knots and everything. I'm not having any problems right now. I'm doing something right. I don't know what, but beginning to look good. Not an A, I would give it a C. It's coming along. So I'm not as upset about it as I was the first time. When I first sat down to do this, I'm quite happy with it. Once in a while I can see the holes. Very rarely. Usually I let the needle find the hole. But really, I ordered needles with the Ada cloth. And my left shoulder is giving me a hard time. I got out, I told you, the notebook I made with diamond painting. And I think I'm going to use that as cross-stitch journal because I'm collecting so much stuff that I can't keep everything in my head. And I think it would be good if I would write it down, how many colors there are, where I bought it, when I bought it, which ones are whips, which ones are waiting their turn. I'm surprised how fast I built up a stash. Oh, not like some of my fellow stitchers have, especially on floss tube. I do have a few of them, all different kinds. I think I wanted to order that cat. It looked really interesting, a real colorful cat. Again, That also reminded me somewhat of the Hungarian style of stitching with the red and the black. Definitely you can find those colors in the traditional Hungarian stitching. I did learn embroidery a long, long time ago. Not cross stitch, regular, simple embroidery, chain stitch, straight. I don't know, do they still teach it in schools? I have no idea. Well, the American home economics classes really made me hate sewing. I didn't really get too much use out of it because I was cooking at home for my younger brothers and sisters. But as far as the rest, I learned a lot. Remember, it was all new to me, a new culture. Because at home, we stuck to the old-fashioned, old country ways. But by the time I came back to Hungary, I did not speak Hungarian. I only spoke English. With an accent, I know. Rather strange. I think once your mother tongue is not English, you will always have some sort of accent. No matter where you learned English or how long you have been speaking it, my accent is more pronounced when I am reading something out loud. And of course, it depends on whether I was speaking to Americans or Brits or, Germans, yeah. They have their own particular accent also. Hubby is doing very well learning English. It's a miracle, but he learned Hungarian. He got a master's exam in the Hungarian language, which means he speaks Hungarian like a native, which is a miracle because Hungarian is an extremely difficult language to learn. Do you think I can get this last stitch in? I'm going to squeeze it in. Come on. Come on. Okay, let me poke my finger again. I mean, my canvas is going to be colored with my blood. We don't want that because it's hard to wash blood out. Okay. Park that needle. I wish the edges would be serged, but they're not. So, okay. I didn't feel like sewing it around. I told you the cable to my little dinky sewing machine had a short circuit. And it is from China, so it's really not worth it to send away for it. I want to get a used Singer. I definitely need a sewing machine. I mean, I can live without it, but certainly would make my life easier. And with some of the cross stitches that I'm doing, I can make little pillows or, thingies, whatever. Absolutely love this. I really wanted to start on the flowers because I want to use some colors. But then I got stuck over here on the bottom trying to correct a mistake that I made, which is fine. Gonna do it over. Not the end of the world. See how nice and easy the needle and the thread goes through? It's very refreshing. I was struggling a little bit. Not with the fantasy teacup, but with the little girl in a bonnet. I started it all wrong and what have you. Okay. This method really works. Put something underneath a ribbon or a piece of cloth or something, and it will hold your canvas much better. Especially like over here when I'm on the end, it always kept on slipping out. And like I said, I borrowed these from my Q-snaps, so they're really not the proper fit. So, by watching YouTube videos as to what to do to make it grip better, I tried it and it works. It's always very useful information on YouTube. I would recommend watching, different videos from different creators. Sometimes when you add the ideas together, you come up with a fantastic solution to a problem you thought you had. There we go. Let the needle find a hole. I wonder if this is why they say there's an eye on the needle. But the eye of the needle is at the other end, isn't it? Not at the front, but at the back. Okay. Looks good. I think my pain medication for my arthritis just kicked in. It's about time, let me put it that way. Okay, so that's number 6 over here. So that's this particular color. Okay, I'm falling in love with the canvas. Well, I already love the picture. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. I did get a bit worried at first. Soon my men will be coming home, Minnie Monster and hubby. Get some dinner going. Hubby's on morning shift. I don't know, wherever there's that number, I seem to have a little harder time. I think I'm coming up in the wrong hole. Yep. That's gonna work, so come from the top down. As long as, the stitches all slant the same way, it's fine. And found the hole. And let's do the onesie over here. And then I can go up that way. And then we'll park it. Thank you very much for spending time with me this afternoon. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy. I will see you later on. Bye. Mwah.